Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. We are live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Ace Cosby is our engineer. Hello, McGee, of course, at his post at the NutriChomps Sports Desk. There's Pat Godwin. That's Josh Arnold over there. And at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk, it's Christy Lee in purple today. Hi,
everybody.
Welcome back to the program. And we have
Go to Athleta, will you? Buy a new top. No, it's great. It's a great shirt.
I like this shirt. It's one of my favorites. You don't have a favorite shirt that you wear a lot?
You have different colors, though?
I have a black one and a purple.
All right.
So I wish they made more.
What color's your bra?
Black.
Yeah, what color's your over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
It's a sports bra.
Really? Is that where we're going today?
Little lace on the back.
I want to hear more about this story that Josh started telling off the air. Now, you were saying that...
God, this is a creepy...
You were on the stage. Where was this?
St. Louis Funny Bone.
Right.
And it was a packed Saturday show, and I was featuring, which means there's an MC, and then me, and then the headliner would come on after me. Mm-hmm. And so I get up, and I for a couple minutes, getting big laughs. It's going well, and they just stop. My jokes I thought were getting better. The audience didn't seem to think so.
So you're getting no laughs suddenly.
Right. And I'm going, man, did I say something wrong? Did something happen here? And finally, I addressed the audience. I go, hey, did I do one of these jokes already? Or what? I got to be honest, these usually work better than they are. And I had kind of an itch on my neck, and I kept telling jokes, and I would go back. And then finally, I go, what is going on? And this guy in the audience goes, there is a giant cockroach on your neck. And I go, what? And I reach for the side of my neck, and as I do, the cockroach runs across the length of my neck to the other side, and the audience shrieks in disgust and terror.
Yeah.
I reach up, I finally grab the cockroach and just instinctually throw it into the audience, and the first 5 tables stand up screaming.
And you got kind of a standing O there.
I got to tell you, that's a hell of a show so far.
Yeah, and finally, things kind of, I go, you guys were just sitting here watching this cockroach on my neck, and none of you were going to say anything. You were just going to let this happen.
Did they think it was part of the show?
No, but...
Cockroaches, standard American house cockroach, do they bite? Do they scratch? Do they...
And what had happened...
There's lots of different bugs that look like cockroaches. You've got those giant palmetto bugs and that look like the SUVs of cockroaches.
Mm-hmm.
So it turned out that the St. Louis Funny Bone, it's in a gigantic plaza with all these other offices and restaurants and stuff. And... normally, the exterminators come out and they spray everything at once, because if you don't do that,
they move
to a different. And so what happened was the restaurant next door decided to spray on their own, and there was a mass influx of cockroaches.
Migration.
Oh, God. Into the Funny Bone, and so they were everywhere for about a week.
Hey, what's this? Speaking of bugs, this happened to me like Saturday night, like I don't know, 6 o'clock when a guy knocks at the door. He's Carson from some exterminator, and he's like, hey, I just sprayed a couple of the houses on either side. You might want... That seems like extortion to me, doesn't it? I mean...
Yep.
Right?
It does.
So he's saying that the bugs from next door are going to come over here if you don't let me...
And I go, I really don't... I declined, and I haven't seen an increase in bugs at my place, but how do they...
This is a scene in a movie in which they show the DJ talking, and then he gets in his car 4 hours later, gets home, and it's just completely covered. And
then 4 hours later, just a skeleton behind the wheel.
E.G. Marshall in the brief show.
The silent yawn.
Now, I'll tell you what's interesting about the story also, Josh, is you pointed out that you threw the cockroach into the audience. It reminds me of a classic situation. My brother had a water ski boat on Lake Down near Orlando, Florida. Mm-hmm. and if you're familiar with those kind of boats, and at the back end of the boat, there's sort of an extra little wall. And
I believe they call that the ass end.
So there's the actual stern, the actual back of the boat. Then there's this little wall about, I don't know, foot in front of that. And in there's all kinds of, like you've got the gas line and the outboard motor, and sometimes in some of these boats the portable gas tanks are in there, et cetera, et cetera. So my brother goes out to his boat. It had been raining a little bit, and he gets into the boat, which is a dockside, and he reaches in and he's getting those gas lines in a bush. Then you have to kind of pump that little thing.
Yeah, of course.
You pick up that
You
little.
prime it.
It's like a little hose.
Yeah, you got to prime it.
Reaches in, picks up the hose, and it's a water moccasin.
Those are poisonous.
So he completely freaks out. Sure. Now follow me here. So he throws the water moccasin into the water, and then jumps in the lake.
Where he just threw the poison.
He just totally
Venomous
panicked. Yeah.
Totally panicked.
Right.
Yikes.
Because his instinct is get out of here.
Flight or
But as he gets
flee.
out,
It's so funny how you just react.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't. Your mind is just on automatic, and you just start doing things like that. He didn't. He was not bitten or anything, but it's every time now if I'm ever involved with a boat, I look back in there and I go, anything in there move? And every time at my house when I get the hose, I always look and go, okay, anything.
Is your hose green or black? Because mine's black.
My hose is black, and so some of those snakes are black. They know what's going on.
My hose is kind of brown with black diamonds all down the back of it. So it's really confusing.
To get back to sports, Brett Favre's hose looks like a mushroom. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. We're in the Napa.
Party time.
We're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios as the party hour continues.
That's right.
Thank you very much. We're going to hook up with comedian Alli Breen in a matter of moments. That's Christy. That's Ace, our engineer. Sorry you missed the Ace Cosby joke of the day. It was a solid one.
Time to rot.
There we go. And there's Josh over
Coming
there
in hot.
eating a rather old banana. Take the peel off.
It's an apple.
Okay, thanks. We have, this is Tom speaking. We are in the Napa Auto Parts Studios, and it is the party hour.
Yes, it is.
And let's.
How many relationships are we going to ruin with Alli today?
We're helping. Hi, Alli. How are you?
Nope, we're not.
I'm good. How are you guys?
I don't think we've ever gotten
You don't think we've helped
a
anyone?
follow-up letter. Thank you, guys, for giving me the good advice to fill in the blank, because if it hadn't been for you, fill in the blank and I would have never, that's never happened.
Yeah. You guys saved our relationship.
Yes.
I haven't had one of those letters yet.
No. Your voice still sounds a little bit shot.
I sound like a drag queen, I think. I don't know what's going on. It won't come back.
Huh. Wow.
Aw.
Yeah,
I know.
Don't you always hate?
I know.
We were talking about this the other day, how sometimes all these comedy clubs, they have names that, sometimes these comedy clubs have names that sort of reference mental illness.
Yeah.
Right.
Looney bins.
Looney bin.
Yeah.
Zany.
That's pretty fitting,
Zanies.
actually, if you know comics.
Yeah, but would you do that?
Yeah.
Would you do that if you had a different illness? And I'm starting a burger joint. We're calling it Ass Burgers.
Ass burgers.
It's made out of real donkey meat. We grind up that donkey meat fresh every morning.
We were trying to. A friend of ours started a pizza place a little while back, and we were trying to name it. Remember, we decided to name it.
No.
Have a donkey logo and call it Pizza Ass.
Yeah.
Get a pizza ass today.
They didn't go with that. They went with the name, and now they're incredibly successful. So I guess they made the right move.
Yeah.
So Alli, we're not going to make you talk too much because I can tell it's hurting your voice.
All right. Well, goodbye. Thanks.
Bye, Alli. Good to
No, it actually doesn't hurt. It just sounds ridiculous.
Oh wow, that's rough. So let's get to our first letter. Do you just talk kind of softer?
Sure, of course. Dear Alli, I've been dating my boyfriend for almost a year, and he still hasn't said I love you. I finally broke down and said it first, even though I never usually do that, and he responded with, I'm just not there yet.
Wow, he saw that coming, huh?
Now things feel super weird, and I don't know how to handle it. If he's not there yet after a year, how long will it take? What do I
He's
do?
never going to be there.
Get out.
Out. Break up.
Out.
Ah, man, that's tough, isn't it?
Year?
Yeah.
Why don't
You
just-
either know
maybe
or you
just,
don't.
Of
Maybe
course,
just
of
chill
course.
out and enjoy your young, horny life, and just keep doing whatever he's doing, and then.
Maybe, but what if they're in their 40s? You know, we don't
Yeah.
know the age of this person.
Or maybe she wants to get married and
so
have
your
children
point
and
is,
settle
if
down.
they're in their 40s and he's not there yet, it's just going to be.
Then for sure it's over, right?
No, it's just
Maybe he's just a dick. Maybe that's
Maybe.
the problem.
Right.
Maybe
well,
he's
does
seeing
this guy
5
get
other
points?
Hey, let me stand for this. Maybe she's awful.
Could be. That's true, too.
She might be unlovable.
That's right. Have you been around her?
What is wrong with you?
Have you heard her speak? Have you heard the content of her
Jeez.
words?
Good Lord.
He won't say I love you. No, I look.
A year is
you're
a
right,
long
Christy. I
time.
think he would know, and if
You
he
would know
doesn't,
by now.
maybe it is time
Because
to
not
move
every
on.
one of these relationships has to end in love and marriage. I mean, maybe
None of these relationships that we've commented on have ended in that. That's what I just said.
maybe just keep on with
All
your,
of them are a mess.
But obviously, she wants more.
Right, she does.
And it's not fair to her. If she wants more, she should find that.
Yeah.
She
Go out
deserves
there and get it. Yeah.
Yeah. It is concerning.
Does he
man.
get points for honesty, or you think he should have just said, I love you
Yes.
back?
No,
No,
I think
no.
he does get some points,
Right.
but it's she may need to move on.
Go out there to a carnival. Find
guessing.
yourself a roustabout.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They'll say they love you on the first
A
date.
roustabout.
Right. Yeah.
They'll get a tattoo with your name on them before you've kissed them.
Go act like
course.
you're
Roustabout.
go act like you were looking for a car, date a salesman, whatever. Get out.
Is roustabout still a legit term in the carnival world?
I contend it
I
is.
think.
That's still a want. You see a want ad on Craigslist. for a
Roustabout.
Roustabout?
Yeah.
Do you think people of that age group know what a roustabout
I
even
remember there was an
be?
Elvis movie called Roustabout. I had no idea what it was about.
Was he a roustabout?
I don't know. Elvis movies were all so terrible. I didn't
I don't know
suffer
if
through
he
it.
was a roustabout or the friends that he was singing to.
Was he a
were.
barker? Maybe he was just a barker.
Maybe he was. Maybe he ran the Guess Your Weight booth. I don't
Could
know.
have been.
That's possible.
Maybe he would sing to people as they went by. I'll guess your weight, Porky.
Friendly fatty.
Allie, I think she's got a problem and she should probably
Get your
move
stuff.
on.
Yeah.
Go on, next
Yeah.
letter.
Get your stuff.
Thank you.
Dear Allie, I stayed overnight at my boyfriend's the other night, and when he was in the shower, I looked through a few of his drawers.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Who does that?
Why wouldn't you?
In the very back of the bottom drawer, there were a bunch of sex toys. We've been dating exclusively for 9 months, and he's never used them on me or even brought it up. Should I be worried he's cheating or hiding a secret life? And how do I bring it up without sounding like a snoop?
You are. First
you
off, you
are
are a snoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're asking us to help you to lie, and we're not going to
Yes.
do that because
No.
we're truthful people.
Right.
Are
that
these
right, Tom?
so? Are these presumably then these are toys that one would use in the bedroom with another person?
With
These
a
aren't
girl.
solo.
Maybe he's using them on himself.
That's all right. Maybe he likes to peg himself. You don't know.
Maybe they're from an old relationship and they're in the back of a drawer and he doesn't even think about
There's
it.
a good chance he forgot they're
Yeah.
there.
What
Exactly,
did they?
right?
If
What
it's
did they
the-
smell like?
If it's
Oh,
check your.
That is a fair question. I mean,
Is it if it's that fleshlight thing? It's
then yeah, that's for him.
yeah.
Right.
right. No, it sounds like it's definitely things he would use on a girl.
There's a larger issue here. You've ruined this relationship by
Yes.
snooping like that.
That's
it's
right.
It's over.
Oof.
You're
Get
do-
your stuff. Get out.
Yeah.
Go to a carnival and
Or
find a roustabout.
Or
That's what you
scare
should
them.
do.
Scare them.
We're going to get a letter from a roustabout. I've been asked out on so many
That's
dates
right.
lately.
You just scare the guy. Come
Scare
in.
him?
Yeah, give him a present one night that has something large in it with a belt on it. And,
Oh,
Sit back and watch the fun.
yeah, hey
Yeah.
Robbie, it's your turn.
Oh, that's what you
She
do.
could actually hide her snooping and say, like, oh, my
No.
feet were cold. I went into your drawer to look for some
She could.
socks,
She
and
could.
I found all of these sex toys.
no. I would
No.
never.
Get the
You
sex
think I
toys.
should advocate lying?
Wrap them up and give them to him as a present. See the look
Funnier.
on his face. How about that?
Good.
Well, then he'll know
Give
you're a
himself-
snoop.
That's the old switcheroo, right?
That'll ruin it all, but it's funny.
Flip
If
the
you want
table.
it to be over.
Flip the script.
She was looking for something to sabotage this relationship. There's a
Of course.
deeper issue here.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think the other thing is this guy, if he knows that they're there, probably didn't think
Maybe
too hard
not.
about it. He didn't care.
I was in a relationship once, and my girlfriend, we were very happy, and she snooped, and she found these love letters from an ex that I had in a drawer that I forgot about. They were years old. I didn't remember, and we broke up, and I'm still pissed about it because
She shouldn't have been snooping.
Yeah.
those things meant nothing to me. So those toys might mean nothing
Right.
to him, and you
Right.
blew it.
So the girl you broke
And
up
who
with, the girl
broke
you-
up with who? Did she break up with you because of the letters?
Yeah.
Or did you break up with her
She
for
didn't. She
snooping?
didn't believe me when I said that I wasn't.
Oh, my
I wasn't
God.
saving them for some special reason. I'd totally forgotten about them. I'm not really still pissed off about it. She's happy.
But-
and I'm happy.
Did you? did she give you back your toys?
I demanded them back. Yeah. I said, go ahead and take that out and put it back in my dresser.
That is not a merciful. Give me that back. Okay,
That would
Allie.
actually be another weird thing. If you found if a guy had toys and you wanted to use them on you, you'd realize they're from a previous relationship. So it's good he's not bringing it up. Presumably he'd buy something new for this girl.
Yeah, they have to
Right.
be cleaned, right?
The whole thing is
That would-
weird.
I don't know about that. I'm not familiar with this sphere of. Yeah, I never thought about that. Those would be. Literally tainted.
Yes. Yeah.
See, check the taint would be the joke.
Perineum there.
Yeah,
They've been perineumed. Next letter, please,
Tell it
Allie.
to her in a
No
roundabout.
snooping, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not
Wait
a
a
snooper.
minute. Are you a snooper?
Not at all. But I can, what if the guy's a mass murderer? What if she'd found in the back of the drawer a human hand?
You're not going to be one of those girls that get upset about finding a hand, are you?
It could also just be a sex toy, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Like a G.I. Joe grip hand?
Time to move on.
Yes.
What's next?
Dear Allie, I went to a work event for the first time with my husband the other night.
Uh-oh.
And his boss, who he raves about, was totally hitting on me. I brought it up to him when we got home, and he said there's no way and that I'm being crazy. I know that I'm not, and now I'm mad that he's taking his side. What should I do?
Sleep with him. Teach him a lesson. Sleep with the boss. Teach him a lesson.
Oh. Or help him get a
God.
promotion. That might go both ways.
This is
Part of me just wants to say get over it,
No
but I'm not in that situation, so it's easier
Maybe
said than done.
skip the next office event.
well, yeah. Just
Yeah.
all right. So you don't believe me? I know
How
what
good-
happened. Move on.
How good is this guy's job? Is it worth?
Right. Did he offend you? Who knows?
Right. How extreme. Because sometimes guys will be flirty thinking they're being complimentary.
Right.
As opposed to actually hitting on you.
Exactly.
You might just be doing that.
Who knows?
Hey, is my hand cold inside your brassiere? That kind of jackass. I'll tell you, your husband is great. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about the thumbnail.
Is that something playing some sort of insertion?
Yeah, I think it
As
is.
I said yesterday, we were celebrating the birthday of the late great Roger Ebert, and I made the point. It was probably one of the most important thumbs.
Sure.
Certainly to you, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Except, of course, for the thumb of your Korean girlfriend when you lived in South Korea and changed your life.
Sure taught me something, didn't she?
What's what?
Nam Hui, I hardly knew you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like you never hitchhike again. Sorry. Let's get to our next letter, Allie.
Dear Allie.
What a mess.
My 59-year-old divorced dad is dating a 25-year-old girl from the Czech Republic.
Yeah!
Check
She-
one.
Yeah.
So
What-
wait a minute. So
wait.
He's
Is
incredibly happy.
wait a second.
Is
Hang
she
on a second.
from the Czech Republic
So-
or is she still in the
so
Czech Republic?
She is Czech and he is American.
Yes.
Yes,
so
and she
so
is
the male
here.
is in the Czech.
Yes. If he's lucky, yes, the mail would be in the
So
check.
she lives here in the States now.
She lives here in the States.
Okay, go on.
She honestly doesn't even speak English.
Perfect.
There's nothing they could possibly have in common.
Oh, yes, they have something in common. This person's living in a fantasy land.
She likes good food and nice
She likes
stuff.
money and good food,
Likes-
exactly, and a nice house
Absolutely.
over her head. And
25-year-old.
he
And
likes
a
to hang
father
out with a
figure,
25-year-old.
Right?
It embarrasses my mom, and I feel like she's mail order or something, and the family keeps trying to get him to break up with her. He's choosing her over us. Should we give in and accept her or just let them go their own way?
You need to give in and accept her and move on.
I would agree.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
want to not have a family. I mean,
The guy's having a good time.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Not everyone needs an intellectual relationship.
Right.
You can have some
She
fun.
could be a nuclear physicist for all.
You know,
we
We don't know. She speaks Czech. We
The
don't
Czech
know.
might be in this country just trying to meet
She could be the
some young roustabout at a carnival.
Yeah, she
You don't
could be
know.
the Madame Curie of Czechoslovakia.
That's
Sure.
right. We don't know. Yeah, that's.
Is mail order still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh,
You don't have to really go through the mail anymore. It's online, but yeah.
Can you
But it still
return to
exists.
sender a mail order, Brad?
Return to sender. Address unknown. No such a lover.
No such bone.
We're writing them quick. Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah. Hey, I have this that just came over. To contradict Chick's earlier statement, Allie read one of my letters on the air.
Okay.
And the Bob and Tom Show responded with some sound advice.
Ah.
Sometimes we need to hear the obvious answer from others to ensure we're making the correct choice.
Well, but is she together with whoever it was?
Signed alone and miserable.
Yeah.
And
Alone on a ledge.
Signed
In Minneapolis.
suicidal.
Yeah.
She did not, he or she did not sign it, but
Of course not. She can't write. Her hands are in cast probably from trying trying to claw our eyes out.
I think we're jumping to some
I
conclusions.
don't think we really helped there, did we?
Alli Breen is our guest. Alli is a very fine comedian, and she is also an expert on relationships. And what else have we got, Alli?
Dear Alli, my boyfriend takes business trips to Chicago at least once a month.
Cheating
and
on
has
you?
for as long as I've known him.
Some chick in Chicago.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3.
Lately, he has to go more often, and I just found out through friends that his ex-girlfriend moved there.
Uh-oh.
I asked him about it, and he pretended not to know, which is impossible.
He pretended not to know what English was. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Now he's on guard, so if he's cheating, he'll be super careful. I wish I kept the info to myself and just kept an eye on him.
God.
Now what should I do?
Break up.
Yes.
You don't trust him.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah.
This is so simple.
Get out! Get out of the house!
That is a bad move. If all your friends know your ex-girlfriend moved to Chicago, to be like, whoa, who? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've had
Come on.
that's a little suspicious.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do people do that? Why don't they just break up? If their heart's somewhere else, just break up with this person. Don't put them through this misery. I don't get that.
Maybe she's a great cook.
Go find a nice restaurant
Yeah, no joke.
and order in or
Don't
something.
hurt someone's
was-
feelings just because
Just
you
kidding, of course. Joke.
never
Break up.
got that.
Yeah.
Don't
Either
get
way,
it.
it's over. You don't trust him, or he's cheating on you. Either way, you're done.
Maybe we should rename the show.
Break up.
Break up. Break it up is easy to do.
No, it's break up or roustabout. I think that's what we should do.
Breaking up is hard to do, but obviously you've moved on if you're doing stuff like that. So why? I don't understand.
Maybe we could do it for them. Get them on the phone.
Get a guy on the phone. I'll break up with him for you.
Yeah, that went well.
Boy, that's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Kevin, Jennifer, you're done. And then just hang up.